What's up, guys? Ban list was just dropped today. I was at work and I actually, because it was slow, got to get out so I can make this video for you guys. Come home, stream, hang out. We got a lot of shit to go over, but the most important thing, ban list. It's ban list time. Time to go through it and actually articulate my thoughts on what I think is going on. Not why I think certain cards are banned, because it's kind of obvious for certain ones, but other things just don't fucking make sense on this list. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's one card in particular that just does not make sense to me. Personally, I don't understand it at all. Unless there's, of course, I would get a text message while I'm recording. It's all good. It's all good, man. What's up, King of Tom Hortons? It's ban list season. Welcome, welcome. Welcome back. Very happy you're here. We're doing ban list time. And let's take a moment. Let's start going through this. So, we have got Block Dragon. So, it's going to be interesting to see how Rock deals with this, but thank God Block Dragon is gone because it was a big problem, and now it's gone. Amazing. We have got Jet Synchron, also gone. Let's keep going, let's keep going. We have also got Mecha Phantom Beast O-Lion. We're going to hit Christian Needle Fiber. So, Jet Synchron and Mecha Phantom Beast, both of them Christian Needle Fiber extenders. And I don't really know how I feel about this, because I think Link Cross needed to go. Could have just left Phantom Beast O-Lion in and got rid of Link Cross, in my opinion. But they don't want to do that. They want to leave the Degenerate card in, so you can go to True King Calamities and all these crazy extender plays in turn 1 for some ungodly reason. True King's left untouched, another card for some ungodly reason that just doesn't get banned. So let's keep going here. And I'm pretty sure that's it on the band. And boom, we got Double Iris Magician. I've heard this is great in Pendulum. I'll be honest, I don't know too much about this card. So let's go ahead, search Google for Double Iris Magician, and boom. Once per turn, you can target one Dark Spellcaster type monster you control, apply its effect, then destroy this card. Once applied, double any battle damage that monster inflicts to your opponent. Excuse me. Alright, so Double Iris Magician is like similar to Elemental Hero Honest, except Honest just buffs 2500. This does double the battle damage when it goes in. So say you hit for 4000, you can drop this on your Dragoon, and now your Dragoon just hit them for 8000. That's game. This could be something that if they don't have an out for it, like Called by the Grave, which we're going to get to in a couple moments, they're pretty much fucked. So, let's get off Double Iris. Let's keep going. Rusty. Everybody's happy about Rusty. Ib will never come back. The Guard Dragon combo is too broken. They'll bring Ib back when they ban Elpie. Because then you're going to have to rely on Pisty to do your plays, and you won't get a Searcher. So you'll have to rely on Brotar to get out Red MD, send Red MD to the graveyard, do the same exact combo just with Pisty. I don't think people realize that if Elpie gets banned, you just do the exact same combo backwards. You search Red Eyes MD, and you send him to the graveyard instead. And then you just do it with Pisty. It's like you can literally do the exact same thing if you play it right with Pisty, and that's just, I don't know, it's a little different of a combo, but it's still possible. So if Ib were to come back and Elpie went away, you could at least use Ib to get into a guaranteed Pisty every time, and that would be your new Guard Dragon combo. Called by the Grave. This is the thing I want to talk about the most. We might come back to this just so I can actually talk about it in depth, but this makes absolutely no sense to me. Let's just open up the gates to hand traps and just say, by the way, you're not allowed to negate these. I don't understand. If Ash can be at 3, if Ghost Ogre can be at 3, Effect Veiler can be at 3, all of these other hand traps that you need Called by the Grave to answer are going to be at 3. Why is my Called by the Grave at 1? This was the stupidest fucking move in all of fucking ban list moves and health of the game that I think will ever happen. Granted, Called by the Grave is an amazing card. It's really strong. Its W utility is amazing. I've used it to out things like UTC before. When they have a UTC in grave and a UTC on field, I banished the UTC with Called by the Grave. They're not allowed to flip my monsters anymore. Just like, the card is great. The card is just absolutely fantastic. But does it deserve to be at 1? I don't think so. Semi-limited, maybe. If they really wanted to hit this card and hurt this card, they should have gave it the mind control treatment. They should have moved it to 2 first, and then if it was still doing work and it was still too strong at 2, they should have then moved it to 1. Moving it to 1 up until December 15th, which is the earliest we'll get another ban list, is not healthy for the game, in my opinion. It is awful. Harpy's Feather Duster coming back is amazing. I don't think this is going to be a super utilized card. I think a lot of people are going to throw it in their deck that don't afford Lightning Storm, or most importantly, if you can draw into it, because I'm not sure if there's a searcher for Harpy's Feather Duster, but if you can draw into it, it's just better than Lightning Storm in terms of you don't have to rely on that beginning effect where you can't control anything. The controlling part of Lightning Storm is its backdrop. It's not a Regeki. It's not a Harpy's Feather Duster. So instead of playing 3 copies of Lightning Storm, if you're a budget player, you play 1 Regeki, 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, and an evenly matched. Or you can play a set of evenly matched, honestly, because evenly matched is amazing and it's supposed to get a reprint soon. So there's that. Let's keep going. Nothing in the trap area. And semi-limited stuff. We've got Burning Abyss cards coming off. Limited to semi-limited, which is very nice. And then we've got Ivagishki coming to unlimited. Pantheism. A lot of people were talking about Pantheism to come back. So I don't want to say this is stuff that we definitely saw coming, but the community saw a lot of this coming. Makiora the Destructor, Tour Guide. People have been talking about Tour Guide forever. Makiora was forbidden, but there's an errata. I believe this is the card that has an errata coming to it, and it's reprint. If we're not 100, yeah. So this says you can activate trap cards from your hand. Not sure what the new errata is going to be for this card. Lightning! Interesting. Maybe Makiora is going to be the new Called by the Grave. That's going to be how you deal with hand traps. I don't think so, but maybe, just maybe, that's going to be the answer that people are looking for. And then my second favorite thing on this entire ban list, Widow Anchor. I'm a Sky Striker player, so Widow Anchor coming to 3, that's going to help me a lot. It's going to give me an extra imperm in my deck, extra negates. I can use it 6 times because I have multi-roll, and that's a maximum if I was to go to the max. Widow Anchor is so amazing. It's an extender for you after you have 3 spells in the graveyard, so you can move up to things like Access Code Talker, freely using your opponent's monsters, so it's like Change of Heart also. This card is absolutely awesome. The fact that Engage is banned means you can have this at 3 in the game and it still not be completely bonkers. It's a good Sky Striker tech card, and you need to be playing Sky Strikers to fully take advantage of this card, in my opinion. Or a spell-based deck. If you're playing like a spell burn-based deck, it still will work, actually. Yes. Block Dragon. Block Dragon's gone. Hasta la vista, Block Dragon. And right now, this is where I want to take a moment. I want to play my initial reaction to Called by the Grave, and then we're going to close off this segment of the stream and the ban list with just talking about Called by the Grave and maybe trying to see what replacements that a budget player can use for Called by the Grave right now being at 1. Because it doesn't really seem like to me that there's many options. I know Triple Tactic Talents is an option, but that card's getting bought out right now and it's slowly on the rise. It's just, I just don't know, man. I don't know if there's any other outs now. This dude, this kills me on the inside. I cannot believe Called by the Grave. Let's let the video play, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Guys, I think we're recording now. We are. We got 11 minutes, so we got a lot of time to record this. I'm at work. Sorry about the humming. But, it is what it is. Called by the Grave's at 1. The world's ending. Hand traps are going to be taking over this next format, and they're going to be unstoppable. I don't know what Konami was thinking, making that card limited. That needs to be semi-limited if they're going to do anything like that. I read it and I thought it was semi-limited, and then I reread it again and it means it was down to 1. It goes, like, how do I play through Ash now? How do I play through Effect Veiler?
Like, now you've just eliminated the counter to them. What, are you going to limit those next? How about this, Konami? If you're going to limit Called by the Grave to 1, limit every other hand trap in the game to 1. Huh? How the fuck does that sound? Dickheads. Happier news, Happy Feather Duster to 1. We got Dylan on Market Watch right now, so when we get home, we'll find out how much he picked those up for. Hopefully, I didn't expect the ban list today, so hopefully we get our Feather Dusters for under 30 bucks for the both of them. There's already been a couple of single-digit copies that have flown off the shelves. I saw one at $6.99, added it to my cart. Oh, somebody already bought it, so we'll see what happens with Feather Duster today. We gotta get those in check now while we can before either the market implodes on them. That and reprints are coming, so if we get one now, it's secured, and if we don't pull one in a reprint, or they don't get a reprint because we don't know what will happen. Feather Duster has been banned for so long, we're not sure if we get a reprint. Widowmaker at 3, got that on the way now for the Sky Striker deck, and I kind of called that. That's why I invested in the Rosés, because Widowmaker goes to 3, Rosé goes up, and Sky Strikers is a viable strategy now with its 3 Widowmakers. Can banish it more, so it can reactivate it up to 6 times in a game. That's pretty clutch. That's 6 infinite in perms, as well as its mind control in the same card after spell effects go off, so interesting ban list. I cannot believe Called by the Grave is gone. Oh, dude, you can't even search it. I'm done. I'm just done. This Called by the Grave shit may have ruined my day. Looks like I'm not playing heroes in this format.
And that's exactly how I felt. I just didn't... I still don't know how to process this. Like... It's Called by the Grave. What the... Konami! From every casual budget player's standpoint, thanks for pooping in us, dude. You just screwed us. You just screwed every single last one of us that now have to figure out some expensive-ass way, like Triple Tactic Talents, to deal with these fucking hand traps, man. And you're not gonna reprint that card. You might reprint Eldritch in the next set for the premium gold because you alluded to it. By the way, guys, if they allude to stuff during streams and say like, oh, imagine a golden Eldritch in the premium gold. When the guy from Konami, they're doing a live stream and announcement, they say something like that, they're foreshadowing. So we should see Eldritch in the premium gold rares. Random thing, just to throw in there. We should see Eldritch in the premium golds. Yeah, let's hope that we get a replacement for Called by the Grave in the premium golds too. That'd be cool. I don't know what to do. Like, I'm just gonna Google replacement for Called by the Grave. What is Mind Drain? Prohibition is... When you activate this card, declare one card name. Cards with that name and their effects cannot be used. Cards in the field before this card was activated are not affected, including... Prohibition is nice, actually. Because you could just pick the one that's going to screw you over the most. If you get this and draw one, you just activate it and say Ash Blossom. I don't know how I feel about this. Because then you're relying on the fact they have Ash Blossom and Nibiru. Or some hand trap. Because this actually would work for Nibiru too if you're playing combo. I think Prohibition might be the one. If you think about the, like, say you're playing Crystal Needle Fiber, right? What would mess you up the worst? Ash Blossom or Effect Veiler, you think? And then you would have to weigh the pros and cons and call out which one based on what your hand is, what would mess you up more. If you don't need to add targets to your hand, you can special summon like a Mad Lad. Then just do Effect Veiler, because that way then they can't negate your homeboy. You'd even say Imperm. This card actually can work on Imperm. I think Prohibition might actually be the win. What do we got for versions of this? Wow, it's in Pharaoh's Servant, Structure Deck, Machina Mayhem. The new Structure Deck, or one of the newer Structure Decks, has this in it. Almost as if they planned to do some shit like this. This fucking company, Konami. With that, we're gonna probably end the YouTube video. Anybody that made it this far, thank you so much. Come say hi in my streams. Come say hi in general. Drop some info in the comments. Tell me what you guys think about all this. And yeah, don't forget to sub. Super out.